it is Sasha Wilhelm. Hello.
Hi, Jamie.
So good for you to come over to London to do this. Because I know you work all over the world. You've been in Paris, and I know a lot of stuff in LA and New York as well. Tell me what you're doing in London at the moment.
So currently in London, I'm promoting the film which I produce and co-wrote and also act in, actually. It's called The Mechanism of Suspended Time, and it's a period drama which happens in Paris in the 19th century. It's very mysterious, but at the core of it, it's a love story, because, you know, we all love a good love story. Like, it doesn't, you know, doesn't get old. Like, so I'm promoting that, and it's currently touring festivals, and it's, you know, very happy. It's won a few awards as well. So, a few awards for best film, screenplay, music as well. And yeah, it's been just a very fun ride, and just very happy to present it to the British audience as well.
And it's a two-hander, isn't it? The film.
Yes.
There's two of you in it.
Yes, exactly. I mean, there's a few other characters, but I play the main characters, who's this lovely young woman called Camille, who's very innocent, and then there's my love. You know, in the film, who's the opposite of me. He's more like an adventurous guy. So
I hate him already.
Very, like, you know, heroic, like dreamy, and they meet two very, very strange events. And turns out they have a past in common, which kind of forbids them to be together.
Oh,
so,
no!
Bit of a Romeo and Juliet situation as well.
Oh, and where are we going to be able to see this in London?
So there's going to be a screening which is going to happen in December. Currently, it's still touring festivals, so while it's touring festival, it needs to be on its festival circuit. But then, yeah, come December, obviously I'll let you know, and then people can come.
Oh, fantastic. I'm excited. And I'm sure people can tell from your accents, not actually from America or from England, but you're Belgian.
I'm Belgian, yeah, absolutely. My dad, though, was born in London, so I do have some very strong British tie, because he was born here and he was raised here the first year of his life, and he's technically British speaking wise. But yeah, I was raised in Belgium, and, you know, like French family, and been, you know, traveling back and forth, and London does feel home to me, because I did come here from a very young age with my family as well. So.
And you studied here? And
I studied here, yeah, absolutely. I studied social anthropology first before going into acting.
Wow.
So yeah, that was quite, I mean, super interesting, very different from acting, obviously. Very useful though, because you study humans. So I went to a University of London, which I loved. And then after that, though, I kind of, you know, got vetoed by my parents to say, okay, you've got a serious degree, you can try acting. And so I went to acting school in Paris, which was, you know, a great experience. And that's where kind of the balls started rolling, and where I decided I want to also start producing, and because, you know, I was already writing some screenplays and things like that. And I thought, you know, what about I also actually make my own projects and not just, you know, try and work for other people.
Yeah. Obviously, you've had a love of acting for your whole life. Yeah. What were you doing when you were younger, though? Because over here we have like amateur dramatics groups or school plays. Yeah. Do you have that sort of thing in Belgium?
Yeah, I did all of that actually, because I went to a very liberal, I would say, artistic kind of school for kids. So the whole idea is for kids to kind of, you know, be the best version of themselves, and you're quite independent from a young age. And so once a year, for a whole month, the school kind of shuts down, and you have to write, produce, put the, you know, the decors together, like make your costume, write the dialogues of your own play. And that's kind of, you know, from the age of like 4 or 5. You do that until you are 12. So that's when I kind of first got my, you know, my hands into the acting dirt, and I really loved it, to be honest.
So in those early years, I'm assuming there must be a lot of plays involving bin liners with holes stuck through.
Yeah.
I made my costume, look!
Exactly, beautiful, isn't it? It's very
I'm a
shiny.
witch!
Yeah, it was quite, I mean, thank God for my mom, I have to say. Like, you know, all the moms in the world, I think mine was very creative. I was very lucky, so she did spend countless amount of nights just, you know, making sure, like, it was perfect. So thank God for that.
It served you well, because I know you've done loads of theatre certainly over in Belgium and in Paris as well.
Paris as well, yeah.
And you've actually been in what's one of my favourite films, but a stage version of it, Kramer versus Kramer.
I know. How amazing is that? I loved it.
Just such a good film.
And it was the first time, I'd never seen it in a play or heard about it in a play, and I thought, because the dynamic, I think, between the two main characters is so amazing, it really works for the stage, actually, because it's kind of, they always bounce at each other, and so it gives that great dynamic, and it was so much fun. It was very challenging in a great way, like to get that tension, because we see there's a lot of tension, there's a lot of inner stuff happening, and always on the brim of exploding.
Is it quite good to just get it out? So you don't have that at home. You can actually take it out on stage.
Well, that's why it's the best job in the world. You get to be that crazy person and go back home and just be normal, or be I don't know, fantastic or magical or superhero, and
yeah,
literally the best job in the world.
Acting, just it's make pretend.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
I love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah. So what's next for you? You're heading off to, is it LA to do some films?
So LA and New York. Yeah, I am shooting 3 films in the States in the next year, which is very exciting. The first one is gonna start shooting in November, actually, and it's funny because it's a bit of It's about this girl who's got huge acting dreams, and he's got from this fairly simple background, and she wants to go to acting school in New York, and obviously it's all her life she's like, I'm gonna make it to acting school and all of that, and then she finally gets to New York, and obviously this like a kind of reality crash of that hits her, because it's New York and it's a very challenging city to live in, even if you're not acting, and then the acting world turns out to be much darker and somber and difficult than you think it is when you're not part of the business, I would say. So it's about that whole coming of age, coming to reality with your dreams, but still trying to make it a bit like a Fame,
and Glee as well.
Exactly,
Rachel Berry.
All of that. So that should be very fun. And then there's another one which is more of a Jack Black kind of comedy, but summer camp. So very different, much more lighthearted. And I play one of the camp counselors, so that should be a lot of fun as well. Like a very nice contrast. And then the last one, which I'm very excited about, it's a Tarantino-esque Western.
Amazing.
Which would be great because I get lots of action, which I think is great to shake it off, and hopefully I love horse riding, so lots of horse riding, and it's about these women who are trying to kind of set free from a world dominated by men, obviously the Wild West, like there's not really much space about being a housewife at the time, so they're trying to kind of set free and which is good. I think it's a good empowering message as well.
A modern day Calamity Jane.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
I like. Gosh, you are going to be busy, aren't you?
Yeah. It's a good thing. Yeah.
What do you do to relax? How do you chill out?
You know what? I walk. I love walking, and that's one of the things I love the most in London. Is that you can just walk everywhere, and there's so many green spaces. In Paris, for example, we have parks, but they're much smaller, and you can't, they're not as green. They're more like some beautiful gardens. Don't get me wrong, Paris is a beautiful city, but I do love in London all the green space. So whenever I've got a meeting, I try and walk there and just listen to a podcast or some music on the way, and that just kind of keeps me grounded.
Yeah, I was in Paris earlier on this year, and I did walk from one side of it right the way over to the other. Louvre all the way over to the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
And there's some beautiful little back streets.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, and I mean, that's the one good thing, is that Paris is not as big as London. So you actually can cross the city in an hour. And, usually when I'm there...
An hour? God. I knew I'd taken the wrong turn. I think it took me about 4 hours.
Which is good. Like, you wandered and you meandered, and that's also the way to do it.
Yeah. There's lots of coffee and lots of crepes as well.
And the croissant and the cheese and wine. And that's the thing, you do have the lifestyle in Paris, the French lifestyle. And when you're done with work, you just meet at a corner cafe and have meet your friend and have a glass of wine. And you just kind of... that's what you do to relax there.
I tell you what, I'll take you out in London. You can take me out in Paris.
Exactly.
You show me where places to go. I like the sound of this. And then obviously once you've done all the films and stuff, what's going to be next for you? Are you looking to sort of move to Hollywood? Are you going to stay in Europe?
I mean, to be honest, I like to work, as long as I have the option of working in both places. I think that's great, because I really love independent European cinema. I think there's so many great things, and now there's BFI who's just going to start, and I'm very excited. I'm actually going also to attend quite a few things there, and so I think that's a very European thing. Actually, putting the art at the center of a film, and also trying to give a good message or for you to learn something. So I think it's great to have if I can, if I'm lucky enough, to have the option, like, to keep working on both continents, really.
I wish you all the very best with it. Can we just say, she was with us first.
Yes.
She was here first.
Because you had me, thank you.
It's been a real pleasure talking to you. Stick around, we are going to do something very special with you, which you guys will be able to watch next time. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Sasha Wilhelm, check her out. She's all over the place at the moment.
In a good way.
Yes, in a good way, yeah. I assume you're online somewhere as well.
Yes, I've got the usual, like, Instagram mostly is what I use, and then I've got my website as well if you want to check the latest news. So.
What's the website? Go for it.
It's SashaWilhelm.com.
There you go. See you soon, guys.
Thank you. Bye.